So for this unit, we're going to be working on opinion writing. And so we're going to be looking not just at our own opinions, but using facts and details from text and sources to create that opinion. So we're going to look at this prompt right here. Which animal is easier to picture in your mind? The dog from Here Boy or Misty in Waiting for Stormy? State your opinion in an essay and provide reasons that are supported by details from Here Boy and Stormy. So right away, I know we haven't read the story Misty yet, Waiting for Stormy, but we're still going to look at this essay so we can think about it as we get to that story. Notice also it says the word and here. So it doesn't say just use it from one source to the other, but it says use them from both. Now, it's not always easy to express your opinion clearly. You may feel strongly about something, but have trouble saying why you feel that way. This week, I'll model how to do this. I'll show you how I wrote an opinion essay that supports my opinion with reasons and text evidence. So this prompt that we just read, it asked me to write an opinion about which animal from this week's reading is easier to picture in my mind. The dog from Here Boy, the horse from Misty from Waiting for Stormy. I'm going to write an essay stating my opinion. The prompt tells me I have to provide reasons that are supported by details from the reading passages. Now listen as I read an example of what I might have written in response to this prompt. So, here we go. Picturing characters. When reading a story, we should always try to picture the characters in our minds. The dog in Here Boy is easier to picture than the horse in Misty in Waiting for Stormy. This is because the dog's appearance and actions are more clearly described. So I'm saying the dog's easier because they're describing him better and they're describing what he does better. So paragraph 2. First, the dog in Here Boy is clearly described. The narrator says the dog is big and ugly. She also says his tongue was hanging out and he was wagging his tail. These descriptions help the reader see the dog clearly. On the other hand, Waiting for Stormy does not describe Misty's appearance. In order to picture Misty, the reader must already know what a horse looks like. So this paragraph talks about their appearance and why it's easier to visualize the dog because we describe it. The horse will find out in Waiting for Stormy. They don't describe what it looks like. Paragraph 3. In addition, the narrator of Here Boy describes many of the dog's actions, so the reader can picture him running around the store. She chooses specific, exciting words such as skidded. Misty's actions are also described, but because they are calmer and quieter, they do not jump out at the reader. For example, Misty licks her salt block in slow delight. Her tongue strokes, stopping occasionally. These are descriptive words, but they're not as exciting as descriptions in Here Boy. So I'm saying this one is easier to visualize the dog because he's doing more action, more exciting things than the horse that seems to just be standing there licking a salt cube. While that horse isn't causing chaos and commotion, destroying a whole grocery store like the dog is. Now, paragraph 4. For these two reasons, it is much easier to picture the dog in Here Boy than the horse in Misty in Waiting for Stormy. And because the dog is described so well, readers can feel like they are right there in the story watching him. However, readers might not feel that way when reading Waiting for Stormy. Alright guys, so that's what our example will look like. Now, I'm going to show you our part of our anchor chart. As we work on our writing, this is going to be some of the things that we need to include. And you'll notice that it was included in our essay over to the side. To write a strong opinion essay, writers include the features of an opinion essay. So we include those features, which is going to be the topic. Our topic is, it's easier to visualize the dog. Our topic is what's easier to visualize. And our opinion is, it's easier to visualize the dog. And then we support it with reasons and with details from the reading. So let me just highlight our reasons and details. So here we say it's big and ugly, being the dog. The horse, his tongue was hanging out, or the dog was hanging out wagging his tail. And then for the horse, it doesn't describe it at all. So I don't have any details for that. But down here, when we talk about their actions, we say the dog is running around the store and skidded. And the horse, its actions are calmer and quieter in slow delight. Notice, since it's my opinion, I also have to give what's called a counter argument or say why I didn't pick the other topic. Why did I not pick the horse? So notice I'm doing that too. I'm not just saying why the dog's the best visualization or the easiest picture. I'm also saying why the horse is not. Now, we also need to include a concluding statement or section that we'll work on. So let's highlight that in blue. Our concluding statement. It's this part. For these two reasons, it's much easier to picture the dog than the horse. Now, what about that opinion? Our opinion right here at the very beginning was it's easier to visualize the dog. The dog is easier to picture. So that is how we write our essay, our opinion essay. Good luck, guys, and I will see you later.